What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 31. Thank you to everybody that's tuned in tonight. Thank you to everybody that likes, follows, and subscribes to all of our platforms. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and do so. Big shout out to Ant for our intro song. Everybody go follow him on Instagram at JustAnt. Big shout out to the Godfarv. Happy birthday.
Happy
everybody
birthday.
Happy birthday. I loves you. You're the GOAT. With that, we're going off to Mike, and we're getting started.
No name today, huh?
That's I wasn't feeling
two shows in a row.
Well, we just lost track of time, and that was really fast.
Man, it's the Godfar's birthday.
Yeah. How old is he?
That's crazy.
I'm sure he's tuned in right now.
I
hope so, too.
I know he's tuned in right now. On his birthday. That's real commitment right there, fellas.
Shout out to the
That's our number one
Godfarv.
fan. Happy birthday, Dad. I love you. Thank you so much for everything you've done for me, and I appreciate you greatly.
That's really nice.
Yep.
He's the fucking man.
He's the best.
He really is.
He's literally the GOAT.
That's regular.
So, guys, we got a game tonight, so I will preview what we're going to do. That's the first thing. Thursday night football. And then we got a couple injuries to cover that came in after Monday. We might talk some OBJ here again, Mike. I'm sorry to say. It's not to provoke you, but
Nah, I learned.
the OBJ shit was fucking nuts the last couple days.
wild.
Yeah.
We're going to talk trade deadline. And as promised, DFS tonight. And all four of us are in. So you're going to hear from Phil tonight.
Philly Phil! He's in the building.
All right, Phil, you know what to do. Get us started here.
Fuck.
Thursday night football. New York Jets, Jets, Jets at the Indianapolis Colts. All right. I should probably give you the spread, shouldn't I? Hold up. Where the hell is it? Colts by 10 is the updated line. Colts minus 10.
Yeah.
All right. The Jets played well last week. We talked about them a lot on Monday. What are you guys thinking? I mean, they're coming off a huge win. So, like, I hate to say this, but I kind of feel like I got to use Mike's logic here. The emotional aspect of this might be too large for them, but I'm not going to discount them. Like they came out firing and they beat the Bengals. Like, that's no joke.
Mm-hmm.
Mike White, MVP of the week.
Mike White.
So do you think they have it in them again to pull an upset? This is the biggest. This is literally the biggest game of the Colts season, which is crazy.
It is. And this is a must-win. That's why I'm going with the...
You got to. Believe. Damn, you could bounce.
Whoa, fam. See? He always taking it too far, man. This is what we're talking about. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, my God.
Come on, you got to do it with me. Come on, you
We'll get
invented
there.
it.
We'll get there.
All right.
When we do our picks.
All right.
Well, this is one we'll have to pick soon.
We got to pick.
That said, though, Carson Wentz, after we praised him abundantly on this show, he showed some weakness last week.
Regular.
To the point where, like, I don't know how this even came up, but there's reports coming out like, oh, the Colts front office is split on him. It's like, okay, he's been playing so well, and suddenly he has one bad game, and they're talking about whether or not they believe in him.
My thing is, too, on that safety, it was smart that he threw the interception because the game was over if he took a safety. The game wasn't over when he took the ball out and threw it.
And it wasn't like he, tried to throw an interception.
Yeah.
Like, he was being pressured, and it was a tough situation. He tried to get the ball out, and it happened to land in the opponent's hands.
Yeah.
So it still counts, though. It counts. But, I mean, I don't know, guys. I feel like I don't have any lack of confidence with the Colts this week. That's kind of where I'm at.
I like them a lot. I think this is a Jonathan Taylor game. I think they're going to run the football effectively. I think Michael Pittman is actually emerging as like a really top receiver in this league, as we called it in the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
I told everybody to go pick up Michael Pittman cards, and he has been balling his fucking ass off.
Did you ever list them?
Yours?
Yeah.
No.
Appreciate it.
Don't you want to hold him?
We'll see.
Right now, he is on fire.
He's
good,
amazing.
Man. He's awesome.
I mean, the guy has 45 receptions, 594 yards, and 4 touchdowns this year. What do you think about that? Is he a top 20 fantasy guy?
I was just going to ask that question.
Mm-hmm.
Great minds.
Yeah.
He's only had 2 down games, I think, or 3.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, he's getting 18 points a week.
I'm going to say top 25, but I don't know about top 20 yet. He's playing, he's easily in the top 20 right now. He's playing top 20 ball.
Absolutely.
But I feel like some of those guys that have been struggling are going to enter their way back in. And then, I mean, obviously, if T.Y. Hilton comes back, that's a little bit of reduced volume. Not too much, though, because Michael Pittman right now, I mean, he looks like 2017 Alshon.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, well, T.Y. is going to come back, and then he's going to be out of the game again after that. So it's been like that like the
He's
last
more
couple
guy.
years.
He's
Yeah.
going to bust ass and pull his hamstring.
Poor guy. He can't stay on the field. But other than that, I mean, yeah, I would have to agree with you guys. I think Jonathan Taylor's going to have a huge game. I'm going to ask you guys a question, though. I'm going to give you a line right here. I don't know if this is the Vegas line, but I had somebody ask me for fantasy advice here, whether or not they would play Carson Wentz or Derek Carr this week. But first, I'm going to ask you a question. Carson Wentz, over under 1.5 passing touchdowns tonight.
Over.
I got to say over.
So you think, because didn't you just say Jonathan Taylor will have a pair of touchdowns, right?
No, I think he'll have a big game. I think he's going to have 100 yards and a touchdown. Over 100 yards and touchdown.
So you both think he's going to have at least 2 passing touchdowns?
Yeah.
I think so.
Do you think Jonathan Taylor, how about this, over under 1.5 rushing touchdowns?
I'll go under.
I would say under.
Under.
Because
This is tough, right?
It's
It's a
tough.
tough one because
It is tough.
I can't decide what they're going to do in this game. The Jets defense is not that bad.
No, they're actually pretty decent. They're not bad. What do you think?
What? I just said, I think I would bank on Carson Wentz over 1.5 and Jonathan Taylor under 1.5.
Is that the biased in you saying that? Or is that just
No. Because they're going to be able to throw it to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield, too. So I feel like that
Okay.
goes against that.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to go over for both, but it's not going to be like a crazy blowout, I feel like.
Over is then you're talking 28-35.
Yeah.
So to me, that's the only reason I said under on Jonathan Taylor. But I mean, it wouldn't shock me if it got into that. But I just don't I don't think the Colts are going to need to score 35 points to beat them.
This is true, and if they're milking the clock, I mean, that's going to be tough to put up that many points. But hey, the Jets-Bengals game went into the 30s for both sides there.
Yeah.
So I'll just say over. Fuck it. I'll say over for both.
For both?
What's Mike White's stat line?
Good
What's his over under? I'm curious.
50 of 52 for 700 yards and 10 touchdowns.
Over under 0.5 quarters played.
Yeah.
That's a little disrespectful.
Now here's the thing, though. If he comes out and he has a good game, I'm not saying the same game he had last week, but he has a good game. Are they on a bye next week?
I will tell you that
Either
right
way.
now. The
So
Jets
No, the
play
Jets
the
already had their
Bills
bye.
All right, so
in New York.
If he plays 2 more good games, what do you do when Zach Wilson comes back?
Well, you just drafted Zach Wilson,
No,
number 2
I know.
overall.
But if he has 3 strong performances in a row, they win 2 of them, just say. Like, if they won tonight against the Colts.
If they win tonight, then you got something cooking here. No,
that-
seriously.
If
that-
they win
that
tonight,
ass.
that's fucking shot.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah, Zach Capone's in trouble if they win tonight. Big trouble.
I think
Is
they'll.
that his handle?
Yeah.
Zach Wilson's handle?
Yeah.
What? Really?
Zach Capono?
Like, is that a?
Zach Capone.
What is that a reference to? Jason
I think
Capono?
I think it's his middle name.
Jason Capono.
It's like, what the?
I think it's his middle name.
Capono. That's a throwback. All right. Well, I think they're gonna stick with Wilson, but I mean, look, if Mike White has 3 straight 400-yard performances with 3 tutties in each, how the hell are you gonna say no to that?
Real spill. That's what I'm saying.
That's what it would take, and probably another win at least.
And he's 26. So he's
26.
like Brandon Whedon.
Brandon Whedon.
Is I think
Wow.
Corey Davis is out tonight too, right?
Regular.
Yes.
Is this a Crowder game?
Maybe.
I'll give
Who was their big dog last week? I'm starting what's his face tonight? Elijah or
Elijah Moore?
Elijah Moore. I was
Corey Davis is out tonight,
He's out.
confirmed.
Yes.
Yeah, I started Elijah Moore.
It's not bad.
T.Y. Hilton, Marlon Mack out on the other
I'm
side.
gonna bust Ant wide open. You'll see.
Joe Flacco's out too, by the way.
Good.
So
I'm going to pin fucking Derek's ankles to his ears. That's dead ass this week, guys.
His feet are gonna autograph the ceiling.
Oh,
all right, let's make our picks on this game because I don't know if it's worth spending much more time on it.
I got the Colts and the Jets.
Thanks, Mike.
Starting off right.
All right.
I'm 2-0.
All right.
Yeah, I got the Colts and the Jets too. I think the Jets are
Is it
going to
still
cover.
10.5?
It's 10.
It's 10 right now. I'm going Colts.
So you want
I have to though. I have to.
I don't mind the pick.
They have to prove that they're legit. They need to go on a streak now, and they have that second half schedule where I said
It lightens up.
It's winnable.
That loss last week is devastating.
It sucks. I mean, if they win that
Yeah.
with Derrick Henry in that game too, like that's like morale booster. They're going on a run and they're gonna make noise. I mean, they still can. It's not like it wasn't a competitive game. So, I mean, that's still a big loss. So they're at 3-5. So
Must win tonight
Must win.
and the next couple weeks.
and they're at home, and I think the Jets, like, they maxed out. That was the
They climaxed.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what they did.
Oh!
They climaxed. It's just call it what it is.
I love that.
That's gonna be their best win of the
Big
season.
fan. Big fan.
They beat the Titans too, so I can't really even say that they had 2 really good wins this season. All right, enough of that. So let's go change gears here. We're gonna talk some fantasy. Actually, no, I mentioned one thing. Remember, I said I had somebody ask me Carson Wentz versus the Jets tonight, or Derek Carr at the Giants. Who you starting in fantasy and why? It wasn't easy.
I would start Carson Wentz. The Raiders now without Ruggs because of everything that happened. I don't want to go into that, but they're thin now, and I just that's after the John Gruden thing, now the Henry Ruggs thing. I mean that's pretty wild.
So you're saying a lot of distractions are going to cause them to
Yeah,
have
it's
a
just
bad
one
game.
thing after the other, and I know they rallied after John Gruden, but to me, it's just this is a little bit different story, in my opinion. This is a little bit different now.
It's tricky, man.
I got to go Carson Wentz too. I think Darren Waller is actually also iffy as well to play this week.
Yeah.
And
He's no sure thing right now.
Watch
Right.
out for Foster.
right, but again, Darren Waller is probably the top 3 tight end in the league. His talent is undeniable, and without Ruggs, open up the field, it could be a little bit of a challenge for Derek Carr, and he has to go across the country too.
And the Giants defense
play
isn't
tough.
trash.
No,
Judge.
they got one of the better secondaries in the league.
Yeah,
which is
so-
something I was saying, but it's hard to really say much about them when they only had 1 win at the time. Yeah, so now they're
it's
2-6.
Carson for me. How about you?
So my advice was go Carson, but I still think the Raiders' offense is going to be pretty pass heavy. I just don't.
I hope so. I picked up.
I just don't. Yeah, who you picked up? Brian.
I picked up
Edwards?
Brian Edwards.
So did I.
I had
So
no
actually-
choice though.
I mean,
you were
I kind of
reaching.
I took a
I
swing.
have no
there.
choice. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Well, he's the number 1 by default now.
I like that.
Well, didn't you pick up Hunter Renfrow?
I got Hunter. I love him. Great
So
player.
actually, that's a good topic to transition into. Obviously, we're not going to talk about what happened, but Henry Ruggs is no longer a Raider. Really sad all the way around.
yeah.
That's all I'm going to say on that issue. But he's not a Raider. Don't think he's going to be playing football anytime soon. And that should not be the main worry. It's really so sad what happened. So Brian Edwards or Hunter Renfrow the rest of the way.
Renfro. The guy gets open. PPR, and he gets targets. Give me Renfro.
I mean, the logical pick is Renfro, but I have Edwards, so I'm a little biased right now, and I'm hoping it's Edwards. But I think
PPR
Edwards is good.
I think he is too.
I think he's really good, and I think his speed could be a difference maker.
He's been waiting to break through. It's just like not enough volume for him.
The targets are
Not
going to
enough
be there
volume.
now.
Now they will be there.
So
I mean,
but-
he's a big dude. He's like 6'5". And,
Pause.
Yeah.
But before the season, I actually really did like him as a breakout candidate.
I liked him last year too, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
And now without Ruggs, I really feel like he could blossom.
So I added Brian Edwards, thinking, all right, let's take a flyer. Maybe he could be a top 40 wide receiver, top 35 the rest of the way. Because I think he will be more active in the red zone, for example. I think due to being a large target,
Yeah.
he will score some more touchdowns than Hunter Renfrow. PPR, though, is pretty close, I think. Hunter Renfrow already had some decent weeks.
Hunter Renfro
Catch a lot of
He's a
passes.
He's good.
Yo,
Yo, Dave.
Question: who was Wentz throwing to last week?
Pittman.
Well, here we got. You know what? I want to announce this because Goffar, it's his birthday. Goffar says 28-17 Colts, which means they be covering. And he's been pretty spot on this year. He's on my side. He's been pretty spot on, so I'm feeling better about my pick now. Thanks, Goffar. Birthday boy. All right, so yeah, I just can't believe what's going on with the Raiders this year. It's like that's insurmountable.
Yeah.
The distractions
they're
and
winning.
Yeah,
Like it's so bad. And I really I like Derek Carr the person. I think he's a really good person.
Me too.
And it's like all this shit is being thrown on him, and it sucks for him. I mean, he's handling it great. He handled the event that just happened great. He handled the Gruden situation great. And it's like it sucks, man, because like I said, they're having like a really special year at their first year with fans in the stadium and stuff like that. So it's tough for them, but I'm rooting for them, and I hope they continue to go.
the question I keep asking myself with this team, even before what just happened, is when are they going to fall off? Because they're in first place right now. They're still in first place. They're 5-2, and they're a whole game ahead.
The thing is, with
when are they going to fall?
Derek Carr is playing like a 10-ish, top 10-ish quarterback.
Like he was
before he
end
broke
of
his
year
leg.
one, year
Before
two.
he broke his leg.
Right.
Right up until he broke his leg, he was like an MVP candidate.
Because
I feel like that season he was.
He's taken a major leap.
Yeah,
I got no issue with him.
Not me either, honestly.
I think he's been probably one of the most impressive quarterbacks in the league this year. I mean, nobody really saw the Raiders
becoming 5-2.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure they'd win in 5 games the whole year.
Right.
I think I had them finishing third in that division, to be honest, and Denver fourth. But I mean,
I think I had them last.
Because Kansas City is, by all means, no lock. Like, I want to ask you guys this. Given the current status of the division, are the Raiders going to win the division? And if not, will they make the playoffs at least? This is a tough debate, I feel like. We keep going back and forth even as a group with this. I don't know where I stand. This is tough.
So it's really tough because the Chiefs have a really hard schedule remaining for
They
the rest
do.
of the year.
And they're 4-4. Like,
Yeah, so
they could be in trouble.
yeah, they could be in serious trouble. They could be hovering. We were talking about it, I think, last time when I was saying I feel like they might hover that 9-8 mark just because of the teams they have left if that defense doesn't figure something out and their offensive line. I have no idea.
Isn't that crazy? Like,
I'll be honest with you. They called a break this week, though, with Aaron Rodgers. So
That is and that's what I'm saying. Things like that, because I would have picked the Packers this weekend to beat them, to be honest.
I wonder now if it's a trap because they're taking them lightly. You know? By the way,
I don't think they're taking them lightly though. After what they've gone through for the first half of the season, I don't think they're that crazy.
that Giants game was way too close even for me being a Chief. Like, I really believe they were going to turn it around, and I did not see enough to suggest otherwise, except that they did attempt to run the football a little bit.
You have to.
And they didn't give up 40 points. They didn't give up 30 points. So that's a step in the right direction. But I'm going to say the Raiders don't win the division. I am going to say that because I think it's probably, I would lean Chargers at the moment. I'm not ready to say the Chiefs won't either. They're still close enough. So that's a question in itself. Who the hell is going to win the division?
My thing is the Chargers have looked a little bit more beatable over the past couple games, and losing to the Patriots, which your very own called.
That was a good pick.
Yeah. It's difficult, man. Now, I obviously I think the Chargers are going to win this week, and they'll be 5-3, and but that's going to be really, really tough.
Because right now, I mean, I'll read off the playoff seedings for now. Okay, it's Titans, Raiders, Ravens, Bills, Bengals, Steelers, Chargers, and you got the Patriots and Chiefs and Browns a half game out. You got the Broncos even a half game, and you got the Colts a full game out. Actually, a game and a half.
It's going to be messy.
I really don't know at this point because I still, in my mind, I still can't see the Steelers getting in right now.
My thing is the way the divisions right now are shaping up. I don't think on the AFC North you might only get one team out of there, and it may only be the Ravens. Or I don't see the Ravens missing the playoffs. So if you even put the Browns in there, that's 2 there. Then at that point, are you getting 2 from the West, the AFC West?
It's absolutely crazy.
I don't know.
This is one of the
Then you have-
craziest.
I mean,
Then
you
you
got
have-
the AFC East with the Patriots and the Bills.
And then you have the Titans and the Colts, possibly on the Colts. I'm not jumping ahead, but the Colts schedule does lighten up. Then you have those two. And now, like I said, with the Patriots, they just beat the Chargers. They're rounded in the form.
You want to know what it is for me,
coming.
too?
Yeah.
I think we're going to learn a lot about the Bengals-Browns this week because that matchup right there could literally be a decider.
It's a
for me,
huge,
picking-wise.
Huge.
It's in Cincinnati, and I think there's a real chance the winner of this game is the second team getting in.
Oh, I didn't even mention the Bengals when I just said
Isn't that crazy?
the AFC North.
It's
I didn't even
loaded.
think of
They're-
that.
all
Yeah.
three of them. So 3 of the 4 are in right now, as it stands.
The Ravens, the Browns, and the Bengals. Yeah, I didn't
No,
even
the
think of
Browns are not in right now.
Browns are not
the
in.
Steelers are in right now. The Steelers are your current 6th seed.
that. Holy shit.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you see that coming?
Yeah.
It's been a roller
I had
coaster.
Pittsburgh in the playoffs.
I forget what I did because I switched it up at the end. I think I put Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you did. So you guys are looking good right now.
7 seed.
But Cleveland,
Here we go.
the Cleveland pick, Cleveland's killing all 3 of us.
Here we go.
Indy's killing me. The Chiefs are killing everybody.
Chargers
Literally.
in Denver. Oh, he on that birthday.
He's on that birthday pack.
Yeah, birthday
He's
pack.
on that birthday sour pack.
Yeah.
Denver.
You still
I dropped it off before I came here.
Goffar still thinks Denver's in this thing?
Yeah, he shot.
Goffar, they just traded Von Miller. They don't want to compete.
That's a wild trade.
They don't want to compete. That's what it says to me. You just got rid of your defensive
They need
star.
They need a quarterback.
They need a quarterback. That's
Yeah.
all it is. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, it feels like a great fit. It worked for Peyton Manning.
Aaron Rodgers is wild too.
He wild and peaceful.
He's a wild dude for real.
So actually, there you go. That's another thing we can get into
Yeah.
right now. That's on the schedule. Aaron Rodgers tested positive for COVID. All right.
It's funny, but it's not because I don't know how he got away with that. Yo, the Packers organization is in deep shit. They
Why? I'm sure they knew about it, though.
Yeah, but they were letting him do all the things that a vaccinated player is allowed to do, and he wasn't.
That's not true because he actually wore a mask everywhere he went. He was supposed to do that, and he followed the protocols.
No, he didn't. He was at a party with his mask off.
The Halloween party, right?
Yeah.
That thing. That's what I heard, too.
He wasn't wearing them when he was getting interviewed by reporters and shit. The interview he did when he came back, when they asked him, he said, "I'm immunized," and he didn't have a mask on, and he wasn't vaccinated.
That was a good play on words, by the
It
way, because
was.
he tricked everybody.
I texted you guys today.
Yeah.
I was like, "Didn't he say he was
Doesn't that
vaccinated?"
mean you're vaccinated? Generally, yeah, it does. But he didn't say the word. The media's laid off him.
I mean, look,
It
I'm gonna be,
works.
It
I'm
was
gonna be,
smart.
I'm gonna be really honest when I say this.
He
I'm,
worked the system.
I'm gonna try not to piss people off because whatever, I piss enough people off. I know he lied about it, but not for nothing. It's none of that reporter's fucking business. It's just not. If he's walking around with a mask, all right, he's not vaccinated. Why do you have to go up there and ask that question and set up a potential issue?
You want to know why, Mike?
That's their job,
Because they
bro.
did it with every quarterback in the league this year.
Yeah.
Countless times. I can remember all the
They're
Dak
just
interviews.
looking for a story.
Cam
They do
Newton
all
was
the
getting
Yeah,
asked.
like everybody's asking the story.
Yeah, bro. Like, talk about football.
So
Right.
his
I get it.
Talk about football.
well,
man.
the
Come
only
on.
reason why they ask, the reason why they care so much about the quarterback being vaccinated or not is
this.
this is what happens. So you're down to Jordan Love. We have no idea what he's going to be, but you know, if Aaron Rodgers misses a game or two or whatever, if it's a bad case, he could miss a few games. If it's really that bad, which you don't know, you really don't know how it's going to progress. But like,
The
you're
interview,
killing the season for your team as a quarterback.
Right.
The
So
interview
that's
when
why
he
they
comes
care
back-
about the quarterback position and COVID.
The interview when he comes back is going to be crazy. He's
Yeah.
going to get grilled. I can't wait to see his answers too because he's so smug.
I just don't have a problem with it.
I mean,
It is what it is.
Yeah,
Because
well,
the Packers know about it.
We don't
that's
need
what I'm
to.
saying.
It's
I'm
not
just
like they don't
confused.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Well,
just
look, here's the
confused.
thing: is we don't even need to dive into that. We just need to know this: that Aaron Rodgers let down his team, and he's going to miss
Absolutely.
one of the biggest games of the year. This would be a statement.
It could
If they
actually
go out
cost
and
them-
win this one after what they just did in Arizona, and they go out and win in Kansas City. That would be fucking ballsy right there.
It could cost them the number 1 seed
It could.
Dallas is coming.
down the road.
Every
It could.
game matters at this point in that race. I mean, there's a bunch of 7-1 teams, 6-1. There's
Them, Dallas, and the Rams, right?
and you got the Bucks at 6-2. You got, I mean, literally, it's so that's the other thing. I mean, it seems like every race is kind of wide open in different respects, but like the NFC is really looking pretty sharp right now. They're looking pretty good.
Compared to the AFC looks like
The AFC's
junior varsity compared
it's a
to
fucking
NFC.
heaping pile of
Straight up.
garbage right now.
Yeah, it is.
Inconsistent ball, everything. So the Packers are your number 1 seed right now. They're the tiebreaker with the Cardinals. They took the leap.
Could Jordan Love pull it off?
That's why I was saying it. Like,
could.
It could be a trap in a sense, but
If the Chiefs lose to Jordan Love,
then you can hit that panic button.
Fam.
You can.
It's over.
They're not going to. Though.
Fam. If Patrick Mahomes lose to Jordan Love, I'm going to come here Monday night and I'm going to fucking light it up.
Well,
Straight the fuck up.
all right, we'll pass it.
You can borrow the page.
Yeah.
You can borrow the page I took with the Tom Brady versus Trevor Siemian. That page.
Oh,
it would be,
I am going
it
to
would be
light his ass up.
Just as bad. Yeah, it might be just as bad, if not worse.
I don't know if it would be. Trevor Siemian at least has played before.
Yeah.
This is Jordan Love's first game. Because he didn't play in the preseason last year because of COVID.
That's why I'm saying it. Like the magnitude is equal, if not greater, given the Chiefs need to win and at
their
home.
Yeah.
So
There's no way that happens. I don't care.
I'm on his ass if he fucking loses to Jordan Love. Pause, by the way, because I'm going to crush him.
I'll be right there with you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I was only holding your feet to the fire with Brady because
Damn, you
I expected him to win. I'm not going to rehash.
I expected him to win, too.
I'm not. Mike.
What?
He
Oh,
was holding your feet.
that's crazy, fam. That's
Oh,
wild.
my God. All right. Okay. So
Ankles?
That's the episode.
you tripped me up now.
What's that?
Hold his feet.
Oh,
Hold
my
his feet,
God.
Yeah. Yeah, let me write that down.
That's
real quick.
just
Hold on.
that's just
Hold
wild.
his feet is episode 31.
That's just wild.
Oh, my God.
Fuck Christ.
A bunch of freaks in here.
Oh my God, you
What's the
took me away
background
there.
image of that going to be?
We'll figure that out in like an hour.
Missionary.
Or a half
A wheelbarrow.
hour. Oh, wheelbarrow, dude.
Picking up the wheelbarrow.
All right, man. Let's rock.
You guys just literally like I have no idea where I am now. Okay.
I have no idea where I am now.
This poor guy, man.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit, man. Let's get back on track here. Where
All
we
right,
at,
well,
Mikey P?
All right. So Aaron Rodgers owners. I'm gonna say it again one more time for everybody. Pivot to Taysom Hill. If he's starting this week, pivot there in fantasy. Otherwise, you're kind of you're in a rough spot.
Thank you.
You're oh my God, I forgot.
I
you
got
have him.
injuries.
Dude, you have no idea what my
Did you pick up Taysom Hill?
I couldn't. He already got picked up. Because I didn't know that the dude had COVID until whenever it came out.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, bro. It's my fantasy team's in bad.
You have the okay. Actually, now I feel bad. You have the worst luck the last few weeks. Like that, you have Calvin
Dude,
Ridley.
my whole team is hurt. I'm just
I know.
donating
Well,
money
listen,
to these dudes.
I'm right. I mean, I managed to stay afloat. I have literally 5-6 guys on IR in 2 leagues.
I'm underwater and I have a cinder block tied to my ankle.
Yeah.
Jeez, Mike.
Yeah, bro. It's over.
Oh wait, and here you go.
But I
So
believe
this
in
is
you, though.
Actually, the next topic,
believe in you.
Mike. This is relevant in this discussion because Michael Thomas.
Yeah, had
Slant
him
Boy
too.
Thomas.
Slant Boy's
Yeah,
out for the
he's out.
season, and
Yeah.
he said it himself. So I actually, as a Michael Thomas owner in 2 leagues, I was sitting there before I hit that drop button. I was waiting to see the team confirm it, and it wasn't exactly like crystal clear for a while.
Over the last 4 weeks, I lost Kareem Hunt, Miles Sanders, Michael Thomas, Calvin Ridley, Dawson Knox, and Aaron Rodgers.
And Kadarius Toney.
And Kadarius Toney.
I'm sorry, I had to add insult to
Yeah,
injury,
thank
but
you.
like,
I
I just had to call a
And by
space
the way,
pit.
like that's in a deep league, so that's
Yeah.
pretty substantial right
Yeah,
there.
bro. It's crazy.
Like I'm not gonna compare my list to yours because you're in a league way deeper. Like that's just I can't believe that. That's crazy. And it's a lot tougher to deal with.
People
'cause
want to
you're-
trade their players to me so they can get hurt.
Oh man.
That's how why. That's what
Welcome
I've
to
become.
Dumpsville. That's your roster.
That's what I've
Trust
become.
your draft. Stay
Yeah.
put.
so
That's what I've become.
the implications here, I mean, for one, let's talk the real life angle of this. Is Michael Thomas like he's turning 29? He just got paid a ton of money 2 years ago.
Yeah, bro, done.
Is he done?
He don't care no more.
I think he's done with the Saints. I think he's going to be gone in the offseason. I
That's
think
what I thought
they
you
have
were
to
talking
move
about.
on.
Yeah, he's done with them. Yeah, that's what I mean.
I think so.
Is he like done as a top tier receiver too? It's a kind of a 2-parter.
Top tier receiver.
Because remember, this is a
Yeah,
guy
I
who
mean,
led the
you have to
NFL
say-
in receptions, what, like 2-ish years ago? 3? I mean, I mean, he's right up there. He was literally a first-round pick in fantasy 2 years ago.
I'll say this:
It was
if
a
he has
bust.
the work ethic like Antonio Brown, he will be back. But does he? That's the thing.
Put him on the Packers. I think he will be.
AB misses time a year
depends.
or so, and he came back and he looked like the old AB. So can Michael Thomas do that? We'll see.
What's a good fit for him? Like, where would you send him?
Green Bay. I think it would be awesome in Green Bay.
Like, is it
Oh,
weird?
yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, obviously with the Devontae Adams. But
New England.
What about New England? I was just about to say
New
New
England.
England.
Patriots.
I could see that.
Eagles.
I don't know if I can see that.
No, never. But that's
I wouldn't say no. I mean, at this contract, though, I would say no. But
The Patriots and the Saints make a lot of trades too. They have a
had
good relationship, Peyton and Belichick. So I could see that happening.
I had a team in mind. And I just like totally fizzled out. So screw that. Yeah, I totally just blanked. Although I could see Green Bay just needs something. They need somebody else there.
If OBJ gets cut, where's he go?
Well, that's next. Do you want to go there?
I was transitioning. I because you said that you
He's-
didn't know.
Yeah,
about
yeah, no, okay. Well, we should anyway because this is kind of a big deal here. I mean, so he didn't outright request a trade, OBJ,
his daddy did.
and on Monday, I'm sure he wanted to be traded, but and there were some talks. I think that the Browns talked to some people, but they said, "quote It didn't make sense for the team. They didn't get a good deal. They still believe he could do something in the second half." And it just didn't happen. And fast forward a day later, he's getting kicked out of practice. And not for what he did, because apparently, from what I
he was
understand,
out there suited up.
yeah, from
Yeah.
what I understand, the last 2 days that he got kicked out of practice, his teammates like apparently have said he's been handling it like a good sport. He hasn't been a distraction. So they essentially kicked him out of practice because of his dad's actions.
Yeah.
And for the audience that doesn't know, his dad posted like a 10-minute video of Baker Mayfield essentially not getting Odell the ball, Odell wide open for 10 straight minutes.
Yeah, straight up.
And now, like,
Yo,
did
he
you,
really ethered him, bro.
did
That
you-
was crazy.
Yo, it was 10 minutes of clips of straight up like,
I actually felt bad for
Yeah.
Baker, bro. That's
do you
that's
still
crazy.
feel the same, Mike, after seeing that video? Like, I know you were like really on the
flip?
you
I
yeah,
did
you were
did
off
you
the
flip
OBJ
a little bit
train.
at least?
My thing is I always known that he was missing the ball, but for me, like he's just, I don't know, dude. Like there's just something about OBJ anymore that just like I just don't feel like he.
Wants it?
Yeah, like he's just not like the type of guy that he reminds me so much of Deshaun Jackson, like somebody you can't go to war with. Like he's not gonna put his body on the line to go catch that football. And to me, that's just not somebody that like warrants all the attention and status that he gets.
So as of right now, as we sit here, is he more trouble than he's worth?
In my opinion, yeah. Like because if you don't get him the ball, now here's the thing: that video was like I said, that video was
That was
crazy
like
shit.
so blatant.
Yeah.
Even like
there were
even the
bad
biggest of
ones.
supporters or the
Yeah.
biggest
I
naysayers of
can't-
Beckham.
I can't
like,
defend that. He was
it's
wide open
indefensible.
on someone's. I just to me, yeah, I think he is like he's not going over the middle. He's not going to run like a Wes Welker route or like an AB where he's going to go over the middle, do out and digs. It's just he's a speedster.
I have to disagree. I think if you put OBJ with a top tier quarterback in this league, I think he's going across the middle for his team because I think he knows he's going to have a chance to win and he's going to put up the stats. I believe it. I think he still has a lot left in the tank.
But for me, that's
For me, he does.
So he's not going to fight when you're losing, but he'll fight when you're winning. So what happens when you're in?
Well,
the
I don't
trenches?
know. He seems pretty passionate when he was on the Giants. He actually cared. The media crushed him for his antics on the sidelines, but Brady does the same shit.
Well, to me, I feel like he started getting crushed after that whole boat incident.
That
That-
was downhill.
That
from there.
for me was exactly when it started, where it's like, all right, he's a diva.
Look, the man could play still.
I mean, I've been in agreement on that point.
Yeah.
But like here's the thing. Just backtracking a little to what you said a few minutes ago, Nick. Okay? The question is like if the team actually really wanted to salvage the situation and they knew they wanted to keep him, they didn't accept a trade offer for him, which I don't know if there were any. I don't know
They
if it
said
was
that they
smoke.
were in talks with the Saints,
Yeah, so like and I can see that, by the way.
but like if he goes to the Saints, I think it would be the same problem. And Jameis or Taysom Hill now.
I agree. It has to be circumstantial where he goes. that's where I'll be like, okay, well, I think he can turn it around with this team. There's certain teams he could turn it around. There's certain teams he won't.
We'll go into that.
Sure.
We'll go into that, but like, give me 1 sec here.
I like that.
So where I'm going with this essentially is why knowing that he is being a good sport, just because his daddy posted something, this is like, LeVar Ball-esque, all right? He didn't do nothing. And I'm sure like he might have had something to do with it. Sure. He showed up to practice ready to play. And they actually just created a distraction. A team that can't afford one, by the way.
Agreed.
They just made it worse. They made it unsalvageable.
Did they though? I mean, how do you look at, if you're Odell Beckham, how do you and Baker look at each other in the huddle and shit? Like it was just a bad
It might
situation
be
from the
awkward, but
start.
listen, like if you're the team and you already knew this
Yeah.
and you kept them,
You could have sat down as grown men and talked it over,
Yeah.
and it was like
You
Baker,
could've
I got to be
handled this.
better.
Yeah.
the coach, Kevin Stefanski, who we like generally at this table,
Oh yeah.
could have taken him aside and talked privately. Maybe even include Baker in that talk.
Absolutely. He's
But
the leader of the football
you
team.
can't. He just made it public, and now it's a disaster. This team is going off the rails. They actually, like right now, I feel like are not going to make the playoffs. I can't even believe it because they are so loaded.
Agreed.
They're loaded, but this is a train wreck. They're going off the rails. That's what's happening right now. This is embarrassing. I can't even believe that.
Turmoil, dude.
I can't believe they kicked him out of practice.
And I think to me, like if they said like he wasn't out there and suited up and getting ready to practice, I don't think I would have been as like, whoa.
It's weird, right?
It's weird.
It's like,
he went
why
out
did you
there-
choose to do that? Why? Especially when you're
those
about to
two-
go into a divisional game against the 5-2 Bengals or
And those two
5-3 Bengals.
They saw each other in the locker room before practice.
You should have just traded him if you're going to kick him out of practice. What's the point?
And he doesn't even have any guaranteed money left. They already paid him.
So what do you do then, guys?
He's already paid.
Agreed.
Do you outright release him or do you hold him and just not play him and pray,
They're gonna release him
I think it's
I think
reached,
so too.
It's reached ahead at this point, I feel like.
unless those two, unless they see like if you guys want to sit down, talk it out, and have.
I don't think it
it's-
matters.
I think it's
I
past that.
don't think they can. They already have done that before.
Right. And I don't think
think
it
it's
matters. I think even if they did do that, I think it would still be the same result.
Yeah.
It's not like they're using him anyway, so if he got cut, the same thing. I mean, it's the same.
They did
They're
better
gonna play
last
the same
year.
way.
They did better last year after he got hurt.
I know.
Conveniently, yes, but like, it's pretty much the same. It would be the same as right now. They're not using him enough. Nothing's gonna change, except that they got him out of the room, for good.
That's wild.
But what if you drop him and one of your opponents, one of your divisional opponents, one of your conference opponents picks him up? That's now what you're exposed to because you couldn't take a deal on Monday.
My thing is, if he goes to a team like Green Bay, or he went to the Bucs if they needed somebody, do I think he can produce? Yeah, I do, but I think he would be a deep threat. I don't see him going over the middle ever. But like if he goes to a team like the Browns, or I don't even think he would produce that big in Baltimore at this point because he's just not that receiver. He's not a volume receiver. Every time he gets tackled,
I don't know, Mike. I think he could do it all still.
can
Me too.
do
I
you?
just think he can't stay healthy.
Me too.
That's
what I'm
that's
saying.
the
Why would
biggest
you
problem.
Exactly, and he
But
won't even get tackled
For
anymore.
what it's
He don't catch the ball.
For what it's worth, though, I mean, at this point, given that the deadline's passed, I still think that a team has to have a pretty sizable amount of cap to sign him. Like, actually, if he was exposed to waivers, I am pretty sure what I read was like the two outright teams that have the most cap would be the Eagles and Jaguars, according to what I saw. It's like 22 million or something like that. But everyone else would have to do some cap management to fit him under
Really?
at this stage. Yeah, because they still have the rest of the season payout.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and it's still pretty sizable. I think it's like anywhere between 6 to 8 million. So that's the other challenge here is he gets exposed. I'm talking about waivers, by the way. If he clears waivers, then it's a new contract, and the Browns are paying.
He would probably clear waivers because I don't think the Eagles would pick him up.
Yeah, I don't know. I would venture to say probably not at this point.
We got Quez.
But I mean, the Eagles were known to want him when he was drafted way back when. So you never know.
I don't want anything to do with him right now.
So here, now let's transition though. Let's talk about some realistic fits. And I see one right here. I'm going to mention a good comment from Dave. Dave says he can see him going to the Chiefs. Josh Gordon's done nothing so far, so give him a try. I kind of like that. Actually, that would make them lethal, but I don't know how they'd be able to afford that. they're one of the teams that's probably so close to the cap that they probably can't do it
Unless he cleared.
unless he cleared.
Which
I like that
think
as
he
a
would
fit
clear.
though. Like did I say this on Monday with you guys? I thought Deshaun Jackson to the Chiefs was my favorite landing spot.
Would you rather
Andy
have him
Reid,
or OBJ?
Well, OBJ, if they're both, off waivers, of course,
Yeah.
I would go OBJ and take a flyer for the upside. But I think Djax would be a good fit there. I think I said this Monday. I can't even remember. But Andy Reid, another deep threat, and the vertical game could get going again because you have to respect the other side of the field.
If OBJ or Deshaun Jackson went to the Chiefs, I think the most beneficial player on that team would be McCole Hardman.
Maybe, or maybe it's just Travis Kelce.
What about the Raiders?
You get out the middle.
The Raiders need help.
What about
And
the Raiders?
I mean, look,
You get OBJ on that team, they might be all right.
I just don't know if that's the best locker room for him to go into. I would like to see him go somewhere where there's structure in case he does try to go off the deep end. Like, I want to see him go to a Patriots, which I don't think would happen, but I want to see him go to a Patriots or...
I think he would be terrible on the Patriots.
Why?
Well, Randy Moss. That's what it reminds me
Because
of.
OBJ is not running an inside crossing route. He's just not doing it. And if he does, he's going to get tackled and he's going to get hurt.
He's going to do it for the Patriots.
Doubtful.
Do your job.
I think he would for the Patriots. The Packers make total sense. The Chiefs make total sense. Arizona's not going to do it. They got so many weapons. I'm just looking at contenders here.
I got a dark horse for you.
Oh,
Baltimore.
I said them already.
yeah, he did.
You said the Ravens?
Yeah.
But
That was the first team I said.
I
I
don't
said
hate
that I
it.
don't think he would do shit on there.
I don't hate it. But I mean, look out, Rashad Bateman's back, and he's starting to get fed a little bit. So I'm not so sure they would pull the trigger, given the locker room is pretty good right now. The team's playing mostly well. But then you got, I mean, it's kind of wide open from there. Like, you can't go to the Bills. They're just loaded. I highly doubt that. You're not going to the Cowboys. I'm just looking at contenders here.
Yeah.
They're already 3 deep. The Bucks are easily loaded. So, I mean, the Rams are loaded. Where else could he go?
Niners?
I think the Patriots are the best team
Niners?
for him.
Maybe. I mean,
Maybe.
Kyle Shanahan's a
With
little
Debo?
sick
Opposite
of
of Debo,
Brandon Ayuk.
put Ayuk in the middle.
Godfarb says Saints. Nick, you just said that.
Yeah.
That was supposedly one of the teams looking at him. I mean, they desperately need help.
What about the Seahawks?
I don't think
Well, Russell Wilson's
yeah.
hurt too. I forgot about that. So
Well, he should be back next week, from what I understand. But
already?
yeah,
Oh wow.
Week 10.
I didn't know
They're
that.
saying now. And by the way, Tennessee Chris Carson owner who panic dropped him because Pete Carroll said the sky was falling. Oh, he might be out for the season now. 2 weeks ago, which out of nowhere says now like he expects him to practice next week. Yeah.
That's a weird turnaround.
Well, and that's kind of how it always was supposed to be. It was.
Yeah, I didn't think he was ever
injury
out
that
for a
needed
season.
managing, but it's not like it's not something that is putting him in danger at the moment, and
Right.
it sounds more like an inflammation thing in his neck. So that was a weird situation too, by the way. Fortunately, I kept him in my one league. I have him, but I know like there's people that consider dropping him just based on those comments. So that's why like you always need to see. Same with the Michael Thomas thing. I want to see the team confirmation that he is definitely going to be out before I drop somebody of that stature. But yeah, no, I think the Saints would have been right to make that move. I just
But would he do anything with Taysom Hill or Jameis Winston? I don't see it.
just present a threat on the other side of the ball. Because now, like, here's the other breakdown. So the Saints, who's stepping up for them at wide receiver? Do you see any of these guys being fantasy relevant? Like Marquez Callaway,
No.
maybe.
Please do not say Traquan Smith.
Traquan
Please do
Smith,
not
I mean,
say
I'm
that.
tired of
fucking
that.
name.
Yeah, I'm tired of that.
Yeah,
whole
I'm
thing.
cool, man.
I just, yeah, man.
I got Traquan a couple times. He gave me a couple goose eggs,
I
so
can't
I'm
talk
good.
about it much because I'm just out on him.
Yeah,
So it's tough for me.
I would avoid that whole pass catching group, especially now. I'm sitting here vouching for Taysom Hill as a fantasy quarterback,
Yeah, but fantasy's different.
and I can't. Well, that's what I
mean-
mean. I can't pick up Callaway.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Jalen Hurts is an awesome fantasy quarterback.
Yeah, so there's that. The Browns, though, I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, I know leagues that I'm in where OBJ already got dropped. If he lands in the right spot, I'll pick him up. we'll see. I don't know if they're going to release him. I feel like they would have already done it after 2 straight days.
I just feel like like I don't know how to read it because are they just going to hold him?
It really
And
looks
then
like it's
sit
a
the whole
chance.
year?
It's just weird. It's so weird and awkward, and that team is in trouble. So let's move on from there, though. Real quick, I want to ask you guys just outright, who was the biggest winner of the trade deadline? It was actually quieter than we thought. And who was the biggest loser? So biggest winner, ready, go. Who you got?
Give me 1 second.
And I know it's kind of tough because most of the best deals happen before the deadline. These are just facts.
I mean, the Rams, obviously. Give me that. The Rams is the biggest winner.
It's gotta be. I feel like it's gotta be the Rams.
Yeah.
There's no one else substantial on like any other team that got moved. I mean, Zach Ertz to the Cardinals, I liked.
Yeah.
But that's not like moving the needle so much like a Von Miller.
Right.
Right.
And going back to him, loser is Odell. I mean, what did he accomplish?
No, well, the Browns didn't get anything for him. If you're
Yeah.
going to cut him, then you just lost value.
Yeah.
Well, which team do you think would be the biggest loser? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious the Rams are probably the biggest.
Yes.
They made a move that could really actually push them to the Super Bowl. That's how big of a deal that move was.
They're a force.
I can't wait to see how that defensive line plays.
If the NFC is loaded, those playoffs are going to be crazy. And you got Monday night football.
It's a war of
this year.
attrition.
I mean, you could potentially in the second round. Could you have Rams and Bucks?
Yeah, it's possible.
Like, imagine that.
It's
Bring it.
crazy. It's crazy.
Or Packers Rams or Packers Bucks. Like, that would be crazy.
Wow.
Biggest loser?
Yeah, I want to. This is what interests me more, right here. Who do you think is the biggest loser?
I'm between the Titans and the Bucks. I think the Bucks secondary is torturable, and I think it's going to haunt them in the playoffs.
Even when they get
It could potentially
well,
haunt
his
them.
face back.
It could
Carlton
potentially
Davis,
haunt them.
By the way,
They're
could
coming
be
back.
back in the next
Sure.
couple weeks.
Sure.
And
They've been
Murphy
out.
Bunting, I saw.
Yeah,
Same
he's
thing.
coming back.
Yeah.
Sean Murphy Bunting.
But they could still be had too.
Yeah, but they're better.
I like Carlton Davis. But
I do too.
I mean, if he's playing hurt or whatever,
Yeah.
that could be an issue. So yeah, I could see that. I'm happy you said the Titans though.
And the
We'll
Titans.
get there in a
I
second.
think
Yeah.
their defense is torturable. They've been playing better, but the running back situation is what scares me for them moving forward. Their offense runs through Derrick Henry. How are you going to
Literally.
replace that?
Literally.
How are you going to replace an engine? You can't just plug in fucking
He's the transmission.
yeah. You can't just plug in Jeremy McNichols and then expect like to really take off here. I mean, they're really starting to hit their stride as a team.
You know who would have been a good player for them to try and trade for? Mike Davis.
Yeah, sure.
Even that, but that's the thing is the Falcons
Now, he couldn't
can't
handle-
trust Patterson in a full-time role. That's what it seems.
And I agree with that
But
too.
then if you're the Falcons, why couldn't you trade for Marlon Mack?
Yeah, I mean he's and now he's not even playing tonight. So
Yeah,
that's
but that's what I'm saying. So
odd.
to me, it was like a trickle down effect. Like you could have moved Mike Davis, brought in Marlon Mack. I think Marlon Mack would be better for what the Falcons do, and I think Mike Davis would be better for the Titans because he needs volume.
Right.
But he did well when he had the volume in Carolina.
Absolutely.
who's your biggest loser, Mike?
That whole sequence for me. Because I feel like both teams could have like legitimately got better, especially the Titans.
My
The Titans,
pick,
for
my
sure.
pick was the Titans, simply because
They didn't replace-
They're lacking on one side of the ball already, and they didn't adequately like. This is how their offense is run. I mean, look, I told you guys when you sign an Adrian Peterson, you're not signing him to be a backup. This is a guy who's going to you're going to run him into the ground. And whether he stays healthy or not,
What if he turns
that's a
up?
crapshoot. Well, he might. He might. He played effective ball 2 years in a row. It's just that there was no team willing to give him that workload. That's the whole point. So like that's the thing is, yeah, if you picked him up, I feel like you're lucky because I don't think McNichols is going to be the guy. I think he's going to be a passing down back.
He's some dog
And
shit.
AP is going to be getting major run. I
Yeah.
think he's going to get at least 15, 20 carries a game.
Adrian
which is
Peterson
crazy.
comes out and balls out. That is wild.
That'd be crazy.
There's a
We'll
real
be, like,
chance.
Really, it's like turning
he
the
might
clocks
because
back
Ant
here.
picked
There's
him
a
up.
chance,
Ant
'cause-
picked him up, so
Yeah.
he really might turn back the clock.
It's a good fit. But like literally, that's why you go out and sign an AP. You're signing him to be a high volume runner. And now it's blatantly apparent based on what their inaction was. It's blatantly apparent that they're seeing Adrian Peterson as that guy. I mean, they also signed Deontay Foreman, but he's He's been gone
he's
for
some dog shit.
too many injuries later. He's done.
Yeah.
He had some experience there, so it's not a bad move. But Adrian Peterson's the guy. I'll guarantee you that. I actually might start him in the league I did get him because I'm so killed with injuries. I'm considering starting him in my flex.
I got injuries.
I got injuries.
I
bro.
made that my team name. I got injuries.
Yeah, my one team name is literally CMC me stack them W's, and I might change it to injuries, but I didn't want to sound like a crying little bitch, so I didn't do it.
If I don't come in last, it'll be a miracle. I'm gonna get publicly humiliated by
I feel you,
13
man.
assholes.
I feel you. I've been there.
13 assholes. I'm gonna get publicly humiliated. That's just wild to me.
Well, look, so now I'm going to push us forward because we got to get to our picks in DFS. So DFS time, and we're going to hear from Phil.
Head ass.
Give us something, Phil.
Freak ass.
Anything, please. DFS. P&I DFS.
Let's go.
First time ever. We have a league. It's in DraftKings. This is what we're going to do this week, though. So we're going to have our own little competition amongst the four of us for the rest of the season. We may change contests every week. But for this week, we're doing the classic 9-player team, $50,000 cap. No cap.
No cat.
And I just want you guys to read your lineups. If you want to put out like a line about a couple players in there,
I'll put out.
go right ahead. And then we're gonna hear Phil's lineup. And guess what? If Phil beats us, there should be punishment.
All right, who's starting this off?
We'll have
I'll
to
start
figure
it
this
off.
out. Nick,
start it off.
tell us your
Start it
DFS lineup.
All right, so I'm going to start with Joe Burrow against Cleveland. Cleveland is in disarray right now. Cincinnati's coming off a crazy loss against the Jets. I see a bounce back game. And Cleveland's pass defense is 21st. So give me Joe Burrow all day. And then my running backs are Nick Chubb and Josh Jacobs. Wide receivers, Stephon Diggs, Jerry Jeudy, and Hunter Renfrow. Yeah, baby.
Hunter.
I got Hunter.
So this is a 3 wide receiver thing. by
Yes.
the way.
And then my tight end, flex, and defense goes Dallas Goedert, Boston Scott, and Miami's defense against Houston. Plug it in.
We have some
And you'll
similarities.
be a millionaire.
We have some similarities. By the way, I want to mention to the audience that this is the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games combined. There is no other games in this particular contest. All right? So, Mike, tell us your lineup.
All right, so my quarterback, I'm going with Jordan Love.
Sorry to hear that.
He's playing the Chiefs. They stink. Then I got Alvin Kamara. I got Boston Scott. I got Brandon Cooks because Tyrod Taylor's coming back. Then I put in Amari Cooper, Jacoby Myers, Mike Gesicki, Cordero Patterson, and the Bills.
I got to be honest. I don't like Gesicki in your lineup because
man.
I'm scared he might get hurt. He might be putting injury.
That's fucked up now. That's cold. Come on, man.
I got injuries.
Damn, keep it in the group chat, please. Let me get a lemon pepper order.
Well, at least Mike differs a little bit. The Jordan Love thing, that's ballsy.
Yeah.
But that allowed you to spend higher on some other players. So it has its logic.
I always get higher.
All right? Oh, my God.
I love it.
All right, my turn. I'm going Jalen Hurts because
All right, move on.
fantasy stat compiler. Okay?
I thought about it.
Plain and simple. He's due after last week, so
thought
there's that. I have Nick Chubb because that's the only chance they have of winning is Nick Chubb going off. It's a good matchup, too, for him. All right? I got Boston Scott as well, Nick. I got Darrell Williams against Green Bay. I think that they're gonna have a lead and they're gonna be running the football. I hope, at least. All right, wide receivers. I got Jamar Chase because why not? How could you not pick the guy anymore? All right, he's gonna shred everybody. I got Brian Edwards, and I got Emmanuel Sanders, 31st ranked Jacksonville pass defense against wide receivers. Okay, he's been a nice value play all season long. And then I got Dallas Goedert at tight end, like Nick. And then I got the Saints defense against the Falcons. All right?
Really? Ooh.
I do.
All right.
That defense looks nasty.
They some nasty motherfuckers.
Freak bulls on that defense.
Phil, speak up. We need to hear your voice.
Phil's player needs a jab,
We've
bro.
been asking him, Phil.
Phil's player needs the jab.
All right. Oh, wait. Let me specify this before Phil says
I
his
didn't
team.
even realize
No,
that.
hold on. This is okay. Actually, this is good. For the record, guys, so the audience knows, we're not allowed to change our lineups. I know this is Thursday. We're not allowed to change our lineups unless it's due to injury. That will be the only way that we are allowed to make the exception and change our lineups for this particular league.
Sure.
Okay, in regular DFS, you can go all the way up to the wire.
Yeah.
So in this case, Phil's covered because he's got AJ Green in his lineup. He's got COVID.
His player needs a jab, bro.
So,
Or a booster.
but Phil, this is so. Go ahead, Phil. Tell us your lineup real quick.
Well, I'll just use my excellent reading skills here.
I can
don't
read
even
it.
know their fucking names. I'm just reading
Just
it.
say their last names.
Wait, I can screen share this shit, can I? Nope, I'm not doing that. Here we go. All right. Josh Allen is the QB. First right back is Nick Chubbs. Second, C. Hubbard. Why are you laughing? Why is it?
I love you.
Why is it shit?
Nick
No,
Chubb.
actually, it's not that bad.
Nick Chubbs.
What?
You're fine. They're just.
I love that name.
You never know what's going to happen on this end of the table.
F Chubb. Yeah.
That's why.
Well, you want him to be full Chubb this week.
Hey, yo.
That's why.
That's why.
That's all I got. Okay.
Marquise.
What?
Marquise
Marquise
Brown. That's a good pick.
AJ Green, apparently he's got COVID-19. I didn't see that when I fucking did this 2 minutes before the show. T. Patrick, who the hell is that?
Tim Patrick.
Tim Patrick, Sweeney Todd, Demi Moore, and the Patriots.
Say Demi Moore.
Demi Moore.
Demi Moore is crazy.
Look, now
man.
this is the whole point, though.
Fucking
If Phil beats us, there will be punishment of some sort. That's the whole point. So Phil is a brilliant technical guy. He does not follow football closely.
I'm just looking at
So
his,
this is why, like, he's allowed to box these names however he wants. He didn't even make many
It's not
bad
a
picks
bad
here,
lineup.
by the way.
No.
Because Dawson Knox is probably out, so Tommy Sweeney's, up kick right here. All right, they got Jacksonville. You never know.
Hubbard. Okay.
I mean, Chuba Hubbard. So
Yeah.
that
Gets
would
Patriots.
be, if CMC doesn't wind up playing, that could be a big one too for him. And he's got the Patriots defense.
I know, but the Patriots are playing against Hubbard.
But we do know this though. I mean, Phil spent on the quarterback, and
Yeah.
that could be the biggest payoff of all right there.
Good.
He's got Josh Allen versus the Jags.
I know.
So I actually kind of fear him just off of that. Like he could keep AJ Green in the lineup. I'd still be scared because he's got Josh Allen. He might have 43 points or something.
I hope
this
he
week.
does because I have Stephon Diggs, so he digs her out.
You know, wow. So
There we go.
I wanna-
I actually got it up on the screen now, so people can actually see the fucking lineup. So
there you go. We're looking up
go.
at it over here. But yeah. So Phil's in this thing,
that's
and we're ready to roll.
Yeah,
all right,
Phil.
We're in DFS. This is gonna be a fun competition, guys. And now, perfect transition. We go into our picks. Let's go, baby. All right.
Let's do it, freak.
A reminder for the crowd. All right. Jets at Colts -10 for the Colts tonight. I have Indy both ways. Mike and Nick have Indy straight up, but they have the Jets on the spread. God bless. All right. So next up, Cleveland at Cincinnati. Cincinnati -2.5. This is a major game for both sides. I'm going to go with Nick first. Who you got?
I got Cincy and Cincy. Straight up.
Me too, Nick.
Yeah.
Don't tell.
Cleveland and Cleveland.
All right. Well, look,
Baker's got
they
something to
still
prove.
got Nick Chubb.
Yeah, I know.
They still got Nick Chubb.
And he's got Donovan Peoples-Jones.
We'll see.
All right. So, Mike, is this the last time you pick Cleveland?
No.
They fail you here?
No, they're
Is it?
not. No. It's a guaranteed dub.
Wow. Especially with the Bengals come off the embarrassment.
Guaranteed
Surprise.
dub.
Yeah.
All right.
Guaranteed dub.
Guaranteed
You'll get
dub.
your props. You want to
You'll
shake
see.
on this one?
I kind of want to bet right now.
I want to bet
Yeah.
on this
All
All
We
right,
one.
you
haven't done that in
motherfuckers
a
owe me
while.
dinner anyway. You guys could. You
I
guys want to
do.
go twofer?
Oh, you want?
You could take this.
I want this one.
Yeah.
Because the Baker thing.
I got you. Yeah, no, absolutely. Get it.
I got Joe Burrow and the Bengals, and Mike. He's got a 1-game winning streak against me.
It's my
all right? Look
DFS
out.
quarterback, baby. Joe
Look
Burrow.
out.
Let's go.
I got you, Nick.
Yeah.
Baker's coming different.
Mike's about to get burrowed.
Yep.
All right.
I'm getting baked.
The chef's cooking.
No cap.
Baked is crazy. I love that shit.
All right, Denver at Dallas. Dallas -10. I'm just going to say Dallas both ways. Denver's... So, yeah, there's that. Nick,
I got Dallas, and give me Denver with the points.
good for you.
I got Dallas and Dallas.
That's your pick, Mike. All right. Houston at Miami. Miami -5.5. This feels a lot closer than that for some reason. And
Weird.
Tyrod Taylor probably playing, it looks like. Probably. So who you got, Mike?
I got Miami both ways.
Wow. All right. Nick?
Miami both ways.
Do you really? I'm going to say this game is just a total shit fest, all right? I hope the Texans win for that pick, but
Yeah, true.
and I wouldn't be surprised if they did. If Tyrod Taylor's playing, I would not be surprised. I'm going to go Miami to win. Oh, man, I don't know, actually.
Do it.
All right. I can't do it. They've not shown me enough. All right, I'll go Miami, and then I'll go Houston on the spread. All right?
Cool.
I actually pondered picking Houston.
Yeah.
Like Christian.
Sure.
Throwback. What a throwback name.
Ponder. Crazy. All right. Atlanta at New Orleans. New Orleans -6.5. Nick.
Saints, and give me Falcons with the points.
Okay.
Upset. I got the Falcons.
Yeah?
You're
Yeah.
gonna be upset when the Saints win.
Not me. Falcons winning.
This is another one. The spread is kind of tough here. I think I'm going to go.
Emotions.
I'm going to go Saints for the win, and I'm going to go Atlanta on the spread. Okay?
Safe ass.
That does feel a little safe.
It's not
doesn't it?
safe. It's a division game. It's logical.
Uh-huh.
It's not
Oh,
safe.
thanks, Nick.
Okay.
Thank you for defending me.
All right.
All right. Vegas. The Raiders. -3 at the Giants. I'm going to just say Raiders.
You're wrong.
Fuck
and
the
you're
Giants.
wrong, boy. The Giants are winning this game.
I got the Raiders.
Are the Giants? Wow. You got
Giants
the
are-
Giants outright.
Yeah, 100%.
And what about you, Nick? You said Raiders.
Raiders.
Both ways?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. New England -3.5 at Carolina. CMC might be back, fellas. We don't know this for a fact. They activated the practice window, so he's got 21 days. He could be playing this week.
I think this game's gonna be a blowout. Give me the Patriots by 14.
Wow.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm with the Patriots. CMC, run DMC.
Belichick saw
don't matter.
Darnold for quite some time in New York, so
Are we even sure that Darnold's playing? It might be PJ Walker from what I
well
understand.
then yeah, give me the Patriots by 14.
I'm going to go Patriots both ways, but if Darnold does play and CMC plays,
It's still a blow.
the defense is maybe keeping it close
Don't
on
matter.
both
Patriots
sides.
by 14.
Yeah, all right. But whatever. I mean, like I still took them too. So, okay, Buffalo -14.5 at Jacksonville. I'm going to go right ahead and say Buffalo without hesitation. All right? Go ahead, Nick.
Give me Buffalo without hesitation as well. James Robinson looking like he's going to be out for the game, possibly.
Carlos Hyde
so.
might be starting.
I got
Right.
I got Buffalo too.
All right. Enough said there. Minnesota. This is a must win for Minnesota. Minnesota at Baltimore. Baltimore -6 coming off the bye. I am going Baltimore both ways. I have had
Two.
enough of the Vikings.
I'm with you too. I think the
Sorry.
I think the last game against Dallas was the gut punch for the Vikings, and I think the Ravens coming off a bye are going to smoke them.
You got John Harbaugh, 2 weeks to prepare.
Yeah,
I've had enough of Minnesota's bullshit.
I think the line seems pretty like small.
It's respectable.
Yeah,
Now this one's interesting, guys. Okay, this one's really interesting. 4 o'clock hour. Chargers -1.5. The line moved at the Eagles. Mike, you're making a face.
It's the Chargers.
I got the Chargers both ways too.
I got the Chargers too.
But
Coming
this
off
is- this
back-to-back
is-
losses.
This goes back to, and they're coming off a bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
I mean, they're traveling, but again, coming off the bye, they got Justin Herbert. That's it for me.
Yep.
I mean, but there is a recipe here for the Eagles. If you run the football like you did last week, you'll win this game. There's a good chance. That's how you beat the Chargers. Run the football, play good defense, there's a recipe. If they want to do it, they can be competitive in this game. Could be interesting.
Who's coming off a bye?
Chargers.
Oh, they played New England.
Yeah, they lost, but then the week before that they had a bye, and then they lost.
Oh, excuse
before
me.
the
Did
bye.
I mix it up?
Yeah, they lost, had a bye week, lost, and now they play the Eagles.
Yeah, they just okay. Sorry. So yeah, they
So
did
it is
just lose.
back-to-back losses.
My
It's
bad.
just there was a bye week splitting them.
I
Yeah.
can't believe I just did that, but that's okay because I'm still picking them.
Sour.
I guess
Yeah.
I'm on that sour shit. All right. Green Bay at Kansas City. Aaron Rodgers is out. Devontae Adams looks like he's on track to play. Kansas City -7.5 at home. Give me Kansas City both ways, and this might be the last time I do that, by the way. If they don't get it this time,
I got the Chiefs both ways.
even though you got Jordan Love at quarterback,
Yeah.
you think it's like a just fantasy thing? He racks up Jalen Hurts, garbage time, fourth quarter, that kind of shit.
Chiefs both ways.
All right. All right, guys. Fine. Arizona at San Francisco. This line moved because Kyler Murray didn't practice today. They were favored, obviously. It's now Arizona at San Fran. San Fran -2. It moved all the way in the other direction. Wow. They think he's not playing. Is what
I was
that
taking
says.
San Fran regardless. Even if
Really?
it was
Me
upset.
too.
I was. I said you could check last week's show. I said I had.
You did say
I
that,
said I had
actually.
San
I
Fran
remember that
regardless
now.
coming off of
You
that.
both got San Fran winning
I got
this
San
game.
Fran. Yep.
Yeah.
By the spread, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Arizona because you know what? Even if Colt McCoy's playing, if you really are as good as you say you are, you'll find a way to do this. And I'm holding them accountable too.
I like that.
About time.
I think they got a good team.
Shit.
And San Fran's in some deep shit with Jimmy G.
Yeah.
That's what I got. So give me Arizona outright. By the way, I'm not hearing any bets on the other side of the table. So, think about it.
We will.
Think about it. All right. Tennessee at the Rams. This could be a good one. Who knows? Rams -7.5. Pause. What you got?
I got the Rams.
It's tough, right?
But give me the Rams too on both ways.
Because they're at home. I mean, it's kind of tough. Nick,
I think they're the.
are you gonna ride with your guys this week?
Nope. Give me the Rams
Both ways.
both ways. I think the Rams take care of business at home.
Damn, tighten down.
No, it's not tight down. It's just a down week.
What I'm torn over here is the spread. I got the Rams winning this game. Where are they coming back from? They traveled from, so they're coming back from Houston. Not a big deal. I still have a weird feeling here that the Titans keep it close. Ryan Tannehill could do something here. All right.
Yeah, lose.
Well, he could do that. He is going to lose.
He
this
is going to
game.
lose.
I'll tell you
yeah.
what. If they had Derrick Henry, I would have picked the Titans. Absolutely.
I have a weird gut
fuck you
feeling
laughing at?
here. I have a
I'm
gut.
dead ass serious.
I got a gut feeling they're going to keep it close, but I'm going to go Rams both ways.
Derrick Henry's a freak.
I want to see
Me
what they
too.
do. I want to see what they do with AP first before I take that leap. They're not. Yeah, they're just so loaded right now. All right, Chicago at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh -6.5. This is Monday Night Football. This is a weird one too. I'm gonna go to Nick first here.
I got the Steelers, and give me the Steelers with the points as well. I think Justin Fields is going to have a long day.
Even after that good
Against-
game,
Yes, I think he's going to have a long day. I don't think the Bears' offensive line is going to be able to block Pittsburgh's defensive line, and I like that matchup for Pittsburgh, and they need a win. They're home, so give me Pittsburgh both ways.
all right.
If Matt Nagy wasn't coaching, I would pick the Bears. Nah, give me Steelers both ways.
Is it confirmed that he's definitely coaching this week?
I have no idea. I'm just assuming he was, but I got Steelers both ways.
I just can't see Pittsburgh. They just don't. They win close games. That's how they are. I'm going to go Pittsburgh and then Chicago on the spread with absolutely zero confidence, by
I
the
could
way.
see that happening.
Do I see somebody pick Tennessee as a lock? Is
Wow.
that Robert Pollard?
I'm going to have to put that in my
Bobby
parlay this
Pauls?
week. I might have to put that in my parlay this week now.
Damn.
I trust Rob.
I know. I'm starting to, I might
I
have to,
told you, I got a weird
That
feeling
could
they're
be
going to
the-
be in the
Yeah.
game.
That could be the upset. Because there's always that one team that you're like, how the fuck did they win? That could be them. Why,
Yeah, well,
why
you
not?
know who else it could be? It could be Chicago because Pittsburgh has not shown anything to this point to indicate that
Monday
they won't
night.
play a
I
close
want
game.
to pick the Titans now because, I've been riding them all year. Pause. Yeah, facts. But seriously, I've been on their side all year, and they're my Super Bowl pick. But I can't do it. I can't do it. The Rams are too lethal.
To giving it to him on the spread.
Yeah.
I was this close.
All right, fuck it. Give me the Rams and give me the Titans with the points.
Nah, don't do it. Don't do it.
No?
Don't change.
No, you can't switch.
Don't change.
I can't change.
Yeah, don't change. We're getting swayed by Bobby Paul.
Okay.
Hey, we're gonna give him his props.
I wanted to pick Titans.
I know. We
my Super Bowl
were
pick.
giving you the emotions. You love emotion.
Very passionate.
You love passion.
Yeah, I'm an emotional guy. There's nothing wrong with that.
Guys, I can't wait to see the results of DFS because Phil's got Josh Allen. That could be the decider right there.
Go Phil. Show us up,
I'm
Phil.
happy to have Phil aboard. We're going to hear
Hell yeah.
from him a little bit more.
Go me.
Go me.
Go me.
But that's it for our show tonight. That was a fun one. A lot of competition in this show. A lot. We got the picks. We got DFS. We're talking fantasy. All right. We will have the results on Monday as usual. It'll be at 8 o'clock, I believe. All right. We'll put that out on social as usual. And I think I'm safe to pass it off to you, Nick.
Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. It was another fun episode. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Also, give us a follow on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and we'll see you guys next week at P&I.